Ever wonder how do you make 7 figures in less than a year? Then you will love my video as I break down the exact steps we use to take a coach who is stuck in the low 6 figures to 4xing her income and making 7 figures in less than 1 year with high ticket offers. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, the top business strategist for coaches and consultants who want to sell and scale an ultra high-end coaching or consulting business. I've helped my clients go from seriously undervaluing themselves to 4 to even 10xing their prices, closing multiple high 5 and even 6-figure deals, and making those 6 and 7-figure leaps in their revenue. So if you're curious how you can take a high ticket offer and sell it to make 7 figures in less than a year, then you will love this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when each of my new videos drop. There are so many incredible stories of coaches and consultants who make millions, but rarely do you get an inside look on how exactly they made that happen. That's why today I wanted to share the story of my client Michele, a business coach for the interior design industry, who we helped scale to 7 figures quickly. When Michele hired me, she had already established herself as an industry expert business coach in the interior design space. Yet she had hit a plateau in her business. She had been making a few $100,000 a year, bouncing between $200,000 and $300,000, and was doing all the things, launching courses, podcasting, running multiple coaching programs, running webinars, blogging, you name it. Does this sound familiar? The place she found herself in wasn't much different from when many of my clients come in. They're ready to truly scale up their business, but they haven't cracked the code on exactly how to do it. She came to me with one fundamental question: how do I make more without doing more? You see, Michele was maxed out time-wise. She was fully invested in her business, and she didn't have any time or energy to add more to her plate. And like many of my clients, quality of life played a huge factor in how she wanted to redesign her business to scale. If you've been following me for any time, you may know that I don't prescribe to the hustle and grind mentality or preach you to fuel yourself on 16 cups of coffee a day and grow your company at the expense of everything around you, i.e. your health, relationships, or quality of life. Quite the opposite. I teach you how to build a business that is congruent with how you ultimately want to live your life. And this often means working less, yet more focused hours with much higher caliber clients and on a much deeper level. It means dedicating time to self-care, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. It means carving out plenty of time to have fun, to take vacations, and spend time with those that you love most in the world. Yet the reality is that most business owners stuck in the low 6 figures don't have their business set up in a way that allows them to scale up and truly provides them with the ultimate freedom they crave. Michele was no exception. She had far too much complexity in her business. She had taken the webinar and Facebook ad programs, built courses, ran ads, spent years on this launch roller coaster, and followed the guru's advice telling her to make more offers and sell them at less prices. But all that did was leave her more exhausted. More than that, it didn't feel good, or align for that matter. She knew there was a better way to make more of an impact and cross that $500,000 mark while staying true to herself and her biggest vision for her life and dreams. Michele had followed my content for a while and really resonated with my message of keeping your business simple and ultra high-end. So working with fewer clients, getting them great results, and being paid a lot more money for your time. Unlike most clients who come to me exhausted by trying to implement what 90% of the coaching industry is teaching, the simplicity and scalability of the expert accelerator model is extremely appealing. After all, who wants to build a business that feels constricting or exhausting? No one. So Michele invested in our help to build a simple, ultra high-end and scalable business model. She went all in on what we taught and the results were life-changing. In fact, within just 8 weeks of joining, she made over $300,000. That's more than she made the entire previous year combined. And that was just the beginning of her incredible journey to 7 figures during a pandemic, by the way. So how did we do it? Well, first, I dove into her business model and quickly uncovered fundamental bottlenecks to her growth. You see, she had too many offers and was following the all outdated course to mid-ticket to higher level model preached by every internet marketer out there. This is a very common trap coaches fall into. They're sold on the myth of the ascension model, meaning start low with a cheap course and upsell people into higher and higher levels of working with you. I could write a whole book on the issues with this model, but let me break down a few high-level ones. It's a pain to build and manage. It requires a ton of traffic, and if you don't have traffic, that means you have to pay for traffic, which also means investing thousands in paid advertising to test. And you may or may not realize a ROI on your ad spend. Also, the ROI of time invested is rarely worth it, especially when you start selling those $50,000 packages. Just think of the sheer volume of courses you would have to sell to hit that number. The people who would buy your $97 course will likely never buy a $50,000 coaching package from you, right? It's a different market with different needs, and most of all, a very different budget. Also, people that buy your course won't get results. I mean, courses have an 85% attrition rate. That means your course will likely end up collecting dust on someone's computer. So you actually lose some of your ability to truly make an impact. Another problem, there's more complexity. More offers require different funnels, copy, testing, optimizations, management, etc. Who wants more of that? And if you want to see an ROI from it, you'll have to spend time, effort, energy, and resources dedicated to the upsell. You see how for most entrepreneurs, this model is highly undesirable. Michele saw this and knew the old way wasn't aligned anymore. She knew there was an easier, better, and faster way to scale up her business that didn't require her doing any of the other stuff. So how did we solve this problem? Well, we flipped her model on its head. We went for the top, the high ticket, and we stayed there. We actually streamlined her offers from 7 into 2 multiple 5-figure ones, including a $50,000 one, which is now a $75,000 one. This allowed her to work with only highly committed clients and let go of ones that weren't serious about transforming their business. She also stepped into a new level of confidence by owning her experience and client results. She raised her own value and increased her prices, confidently selling ultra high-end packages, her biggest ones ever. If you're curious to learn about this process, I highly recommend checking out my video on how to make a simple, profitable, high-ticket consulting business. The link is pinned in the comments below. The next big area we focused on was codifying her genius. It's not enough to just raise prices without understanding what it takes to truly sell and scale ultra high-end services. Most entrepreneurs have split focus syndrome. With so many different offers and teachings, they have lots of ideas and give tons of training, but haven't identified or focused their one main thing. Think of this as your core genius. It's the one problem you solve that you want to scale your business around. This is where you become laser focused. The late Steve Jobs said, with focus and simplicity, you can move mountains. As with all of my clients, we don't teach you to regurgitate my system. There's no expert accelerator, certified coaches out there. We do show you how to take your genius and codify it. That means take all the ideas, the teachings, the knowledge and experience that you've acquired over the years and put it together into a next level system that gets your clients big results. Most coaching programs out there are trying to teach you to mimic them. This is why you have so many struggling certified, big name coaches out there. You invest 5 figures to learn their model and then you graduate only to find yourself drowning in a sea of other certified coaches. You aren't teaching anything unique. You're just parroting someone else's system. That is not how you build expert authority, and certainly not how you scale an ultra high-end coaching or consulting business. We take a different approach by helping you codify your genius into your very own system. This becomes your IP, your intellectual property. It gives you massive credibility and it adds value to your company. Best of all, it is yours and not a carbon copy of everything else being taught out there. At Expert Accelerator, we don't just show you how to identify it and build it. We go beyond that and show you how to effectively message it, position, and sell it. This is a sophisticated process that we have down to a science. It's all part of our offer, otherwise known as our impact system, and our marketing or influence system. We show our clients step by step how to implement. This is the exact process Michele went through. She had this vision of how she could take her methods and teachings to the next level for years, but she couldn't quite figure out how to put it all together. She taught pieces, but it was fragmented, and with our help, she successfully codified it into something that she had previously only dreamed about, and it clicked. The pieces of the puzzle came together, and she sold it over and over and over and over again. And this gave her next level confidence and an actual blueprint for knowing what she wanted to scale. She moved quickly to monetizing her genius at a level higher than she had ever experienced. Once her business was simplified and restructured, and her offers were upgraded, we were able to tackle key systems for scaling. By the way, most people never get to do this because they're stuck spinning their wheels and going in circles. You have to dial in all these other systems, such as your offer and your marketing and your sales, before you can get into building out other kinds of systems and team. The reality is, most people end up trying to build funnels they never use. They hire expensive agencies to do work they aren't ready for or even need. They use tools that aren't necessary or invest in marketing strategies that don't lead to a ROI. When it comes to scaling ultra high-end coaching and consulting businesses, we know exactly what to build, when to build it, who to hire to help you, and when to hire them. We also believe timing is everything, which is why our model is set up so intentionally. You can have your business running like a well-oiled machine. You can automate to free up your time. You can have smart systems that allow you to grow, and you can have an awesome team to help you get there. The next phase took Michele well beyond her initial goal of hitting $500,000 that she set when she joined our program and landed her at 7 figures. Pretty incredible, right? And she did this all without spending a dime on paid advertising, without cold spamming people, running webinars or summits or challenges, exhausting herself with launches, upselling, or even sacrificing her health or relationships. The best part? Not only did she make more money than ever while working with fewer yet more committed clients, but she took vacations with her family and restructured her business to have 1 week off per month. That's a dream for most entrepreneurs. But it doesn't stop there, because although her results were incredible, especially given the aligned lifestyle she was able to achieve, but she was able to hit 7 figures again just 9 months later. And now she's on her third 7-figure year in a row. Michele is an amazing coach, an incredible client, and a perfect example of how you can make 7 figures with high-ticket offers in less than a year. She is just one of the many incredible clients implementing our strategies to scale their company. If you're curious to discover more, click the link pinned in the comments below to schedule a call. This wraps up how to make 7 figures with high-ticket offers in less than a year. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and share. Also check out my other videos on my channel for more business growth strategies. Until next time.